There is an hour that exists between night and morning that belongs to neither. It arrives after the last person has gone to sleep and before the first alarm has sounded. The bars are closed. The early risers haven't stirred. The city, if you live in one, makes a sound it makes at no other time. Not silence exactly, but something close to it. A held breath. A pause in the record. You've been in this hour. You know it when you're in it. There is something unmistakable about the quality of the light, the temperature of the air, the particular stillness of a world that has briefly stopped performing. And yet this hour has no name. Not in English, not in most languages. We have dawn, we have dusk, we have midnight, blue hour, golden hour, twilight. We have named every other threshold the day offers, but this one, the deepest hour, the one that feels most like the inside of something, we left unnamed. That absence is worth sitting with. Language names what matters to a culture. The Inuit didn't develop 50 words for snow because they were poets. They developed them because the distinctions between types of snow were survival information. The ancient Greeks had 2 words for time: chronos, the sequential march of minutes and hours, and kairos, the appointed moment, the time that is right, the moment that carries weight. We name what we need. We name what we notice. The fact that the hour before dawn has no name in the English language says something about what we've decided to value. It's the hour productivity forgot. The hour commerce can't reach. The hour that exists, as far as the designed world is concerned, only as dead time between the end of one useful day and the beginning of the next. But anyone who has been awake inside it knows that's wrong. Astronomers call it astronomical twilight, the period when the sun sits between 12 and 18 degrees below the horizon. The sky's dark enough to see stars, but something in the quality of the darkness has shifted. It is no longer the full black of midnight. It is a darkness that knows what's coming. Meteorologists track it because the atmosphere behaves differently in these hours. Temperatures hit their lowest point. Dew forms on surfaces that were dry an hour before. The air, stripped of the day's heat, becomes heavier, more still. Sound travels differently. The world is measurably, physically altered. Ecologists note that certain animals shift behavior precisely in this window, not at midnight, not at dawn, in the hour between. As if something in the biological world recognizes this threshold that the human world has declined to name. If you've been awake in this hour, not by alarm, not by obligation, but simply because you were, you know there is a quality to the thinking that happens inside it that is unlike any other time. The mind in this hour is undefended. The social self, the one that manages how you appear, what you say, what you want people to think of you, has gone quiet. What remains is something more essential. Thoughts arrive unannounced. Old memories surface without being called. Problems dissolve or suddenly clarify. The distance between who you are and who you've been pretending to be collapses slightly. Writers have always known this. Kafka wrote almost exclusively between 11 at night and 3 in the morning. Not because he was a night owl by nature, but because, he said, the night was the only time the world left him alone enough to find out what he actually thought. The philosopher Kafka Bachelard called this kind of time outside the clock, time that doesn't serve anything. Reverie, not daydream, not fantasy, something more deliberate than that. The mind turned inward, not escaping but arriving. The hour before dawn is reverie's natural habitat. Here's what I think the namelessness means. Every named hour carries an expectation. Dawn means beginning. Dusk means ending. Midnight means the center of something. The name brings with it an instruction. What you're supposed to feel, what you're supposed to do. The hour before dawn carries no instruction. It asks nothing of you. There is no culturally agreed upon meaning attached to it, no greeting card for it, no ritual, no obligation. It simply exists. And in that existence, unbranded, unclaimed, unscheduled, it offers something the rest of the day cannot: the freedom of the unnamed. There is a reason that people who have found this hour tend to protect it. Not because they are insomniacs or eccentrics or people who have made poor decisions about sleep hygiene, but because they have discovered, usually by accident, a small pocket of time that the world has overlooked. A room with no furniture yet. A frequency no one else is broadcasting on. You can think in it. You can feel in it. You can be whoever you are before the day asks you to be someone specific. Maybe it doesn't need a name. Maybe the absence of a name is the point. Maybe every other hour of the day is named precisely to make it legible, trackable, ownable. And this one, the deepest, the most interior, the one that belongs to no institution and no schedule, survives by being invisible to the systems that would otherwise claim it. The hour before dawn is yours in a way that noon can never be. It doesn't ask you what you're doing there. It doesn't have somewhere else to be. It simply holds the dark a little longer and waits for whatever comes next.